Good day for the City Rahala. I'm Lee Chanyu. The topic we are going to present today is Voices for the Oceans, Marine Conservation Advocacy. Marine conservation is the protection of marine species and ecosystem in oceans and seas. Marine ecosystems are changing fast under increasing pressures and impacts from climate change, increasing human population with expanding needs. According to Sabah Alam Malaysia 2017, land pollution contributes to over 77% of marine pollution. Neglecting marine conservation may lead to a loss of diverse marine life, disrupt ecosystem, and harms the livelihoods of coastal community. To ensure a healthy and sustainable future, it is crucial to address these consequences through effective marine conservation efforts. Marine conservation is vital to ensure the health of ocean environments, benefiting recreation, tourism, and education for both locals and visitors. Next is the objective. First is to determine the extent of public awareness and knowledge regarding marine conservation issues. Second is to explore the willingness of the public to engage in conservation activities. And third one is to advocate for and promote proactive marine conservation measures to mitigate the negative consequences and restore the health of marine ecosystem.
As for the methodology, we use snowball sampling and convenience sampling method. The honest survey methodology was used to achieve the objective of this study. The snowball sampling method and convenience sampling method for collecting data within the research was implemented. The survey of Google Form were forwarded to our friends and also outsiders to fill in. This approach allowed for taking advantage of information and communication technologies, especially in terms of time saving. The sampling method was used to collect active samples of respondents based on their demographic, gender, age, race, occupation, and living area, either it's close to coastal seaside area or not. The data were finally summarized and compared and then examined. The survey was divided into 6 parts. All the 6 parts includes respondent, demographic, awareness toward marine ecosystem conservation, factors that affect the marine life, consequences of unprotected marine ecosystem, respondent willingness to support from marine conservative initiatives, and lastly, the marine conservative measures.
Hi, I'm Nurin Arisa, and I'm here to discuss the outcomes of the demographic profile analysis of respondents. In terms of the study respondents' demographic distribution regarding their gender, 41% identified as male, while 59% identified as female, providing a gender-specific breakdown for a comprehensive understanding. Besides, the demographic breakdown of the survey indicates 77.1% of respondents are between the ages of 18 and 25, 10.8% are between the ages of 26 and 30, a similar proportion of 10.8% is above 30, and 1.2% are under the age of 18. Moreover, a varied mix of ethnic backgrounds is shown by the poll results, which were 61% of respondents identified as Chinese, 23.3% as Malay, 7.3% as Indian, and 8.4% as being from Christian, Bumiputera Sabah and Sarawak, Bajau, Iban, Korean, and Bidayuh background. Next, the survey highlights that 81.9% of respondents reside away from the seaside, potentially influenced by factors like urbanization, inland population concentrations, while 18.1% living in close proximity to the water may be motivated by a cultural attraction to the coast or employment opportunities in those areas. Lastly, the survey participants present a wide range of occupations, which were 59 students, 6 educators, 2 housewives, and 13 people working in a variety of fields, including banking, retail management, engineering, insurance, barista, food and beverage, and more. That's all from me. Thank you.
Based on the survey that we do, we found out that majority of the respondents are concerned about the marine ecosystems. This means that majorities of the respondents have conscious and have the sense towards the perceptual comprehensions of the marine environments and the problems that are related to the marines. Moreover, based on the survey that we figured out of the Marine Conservation Initiative, we found out that majority of the respondents do not have marine conservation initiative. Therefore, to solve these problems, a good government's utilized management and media communications play a vital role in order to make sure that the public have the sense or conscious towards the Marine Conservation Initiative. Based on the survey that we do, we found out that majority of the respondents concerned that sea turtles are the marine species who at highest risk in the marines, followed by coral reefs, dolphins, whale, and sharks. And based on the data collected by World Wildlife, it stated that few species of turtles such as hawkbills, green turtles are critically endangered now due to the overharvestings, illegal trades, and habitat loss. Moreover, based on Olivier Millman, global sharks population crashed more than 70% in the past 50 years due to huge increasing in fishings. And according to him, it is estimated that 100 millions of sharks are killed by humans every year. Based on the survey that we do, we found out that majority of the respondents agree that plastic populations is the main factors that affect marine life, followed by oil spills, climate change, and habitat disruptions. According to Gergi in 2017, estimated 8.4 million metric tons of plastic waste enter the oceans from land every year, which cause environmental, economics, and human health problems. Moreover, according to Euronews.Greens on 15 January 2023, nearly 12,000 barrels of crude oil splits into the seas of the coast of Peru by Repsols, which has affected more than 700,000 of people, and more than 20 beaches and dozens of business forced to be closed.
Hi, I'm Tanu. I'm going to discuss the consequences of unprotected marine ecosystem. For the first question, I shown the statistic is a relative certifying outcome to see that more of our respondents are well aware of the consequences of an unprotected marine ecosystem nowadays. Next, the biodiversity loss and the species extinctions were the top concerns for the tourism and the recreational impact were listed the list as the potential negative consequences. According to an article of Natural Resources Defense Council, fishing is the primary threat to the biodiversity in the last 50 years, with 1/3 of the fish stock overfished and 60% fish at their limits.
Hi, my name is Jung Su. I wanted to talk about the willingness to support for marine conservation initiative. Based on the data, 75.9% of respondents indicated a favorable propensity to financially support marine conservation organizations or initiatives. However, 24.1% of respondents said they were reluctant to offer financial support. Achieving a decrease in marine plastic pollution necessitates broad societal transformations, including the promotions of recycling, discouragement of the consumptions and productions of products with low recyclability, and improvement in waste disposal efficiency. Financial backing for this initiative can come from individual donations or shift in consumer behavior. The data indicates that 84.3% of respondents are remarkably willing to give their time and energy in support of marine conservation projects, but 15.7% of respondents who said they were reluctant to volunteer. According to Silona 2015, engaging in marine volunteering globally can boost the aims of the UN Oceans Decades SDG 14 and comparable objective by strengthening worldwide public participation in marine conservation and research initiatives. The data highlight that a significant 73.5% of respondents rated themselves a level 4 and 5, expressing a substantial inclination to support marine conservation through consciously selecting sustainable source seafoods and eco-friendly products. Overall, the data suggests a promising potential for leveraging consumer choices as a powerful tool in advancing marine conservation goals.
Next, about the adequateness of the marine conservation measures enforced in the country. It's relatively miserable to say that just 29 respondents believe that marine conservation measures are sufficient, while more of them are claimed that they are not adequately implemented in the country. For the following question, 78.3% of the respondents support that the pollution control and the reduction efforts are the most effective marine conservation measures, and only 26 respondents deem that the international agreements and the treaty are least working.
Next is our recommendation. We encourage corporate participation. We should work with companies that promote eco-friendly supply chain operations and encourage the use of environmentally friendly packaging. The government should also provide incentives for business projects that advance the preservation of the oceans. Community cooperation is also important for marine conservation. We should promote community participation through planning volunteer opportunities, educational seminars, and neighborhood cleanup days, and motivate people to participate in conservation efforts and take responsibility for their local ocean habitats. Policy and regulation. Government have the authority to establish and implement laws and regulations that safeguard marine species and habitats. So government can collaborate to establish international conventions and agreements that support sustainable practices and marine conservation. To sum up, the results of this survey on marine conservation advocacy highlight how crucial it is for the general population to be informed about and involved in solving the problems that our oceans face on the daily. According to the survey, a considerable amount of respondents are very concerned about a variety of marine conservation-related concerns, such as plastic pollution, oil spills, and the impact of climate change. The survey participants also indicate that they are willing to support the programs that encourage conscientious consumerism, environmentally friendly fishing methods, and the elimination of single-use plastic. That is all from us. Thank you for listening.